50 years ago this month, Ruth Ellis became the last woman to be judicially put to death in this country. She'd been found guilty of shooting her feckless and brutal Playboy lover David Blakely outside a pub in London. Most of us felt uneasy about the hanging. Now, a book co-authored by her sister Muriel Jakubait suggests another reason for feeling uneasy. Muriel reckons she has evidence that she simply didn't do it. She's been involved on the periphery of international espionage, and there were people who wanted both her and Blakely out of the way. Muriel joins us now with her co-author Monica Weller. Muriel and Monica, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I think you do find fault with a lot that's been written about your sister over the years, but one thing which is totally true is that you had a terrible upbringing.
From about 10 years old, I've had a most dreadful life till I was 20. And then my father felt ill with thrombosis, was in hospital 12 months, and that's why I escaped then. Oh, it was terrible.
Well, Ruth apparently went through the same torture, didn't she? And it has to be said over the years that she had a sort of unerring eye for the wrong man, because she met this Canadian soldier, had a baby by him,
yes,
and it turned out that he was married in Canada with 3 children.
Yes, that's right.
So life has been a tragedy for Ruth right up until the end.
Both of us come to that. But Ruth didn't. She never went through what I did. Never, because I would never let him. I just stopped him if he tried.
Monica, you came on the scene because I think Muriel was uneasy about several of the factors about the trial. You say you uncovered stuff about Ruth being involved in espionage or on the periphery. Stephen Ward, it was said, who was of course involved in the Profumo scandal, was grooming young girls to extract pieces of information from people.
Yes, but when we started working together on the book, we had no idea at the time that Ruth had got any connections whatsoever with Stephen Ward. To start with, I listened to Muriel's recollections of events and landmarks in her life, and it was by an extraordinary set of circumstances that led to this finding. Muriel told me one day when we were sitting in her bungalow, and she was reminiscing, and she told me about how her father was sent from their home in southeast London to Leatherhead Hospital, which was a long way away, when he had suffered the stroke. And as I've never done anything like this before, I've never written a book before, this is my first book, other than a book about photographs, I didn't really know how to go about research. So what I did was I went over the top and I researched anything that Muriel told me, I looked at in detail. And I started looking at the Leatherhead area. It was while I was researching in the